Hello, my name's Leandra. Accessibility services are one of the areas that make up the Student Support Services here at Aberystwyth University. This service is to help students with disabilities, learning differences and long-term health conditions access their studies and make the most of their time here. There are 3 accessibility advisors and a team of support staff who help administer our one-to-one non-medical help, plus study skills tutors and specialist mentors. In addition, a number of external assessors can provide initial dyslexia screening and facilitate diagnostic assessment. All academic departments have a peer mentoring scheme to help support new students in their first few weeks of the term. Specialist peer mentors that offer support through our signpost mentoring scheme are also available. Accessibility advisors aim to contact every student who has disclosed a disability, learning difference or long-term health condition before they arrive in Aberystwyth to ensure that any adaptations are in place before their studies begin. Every student is emailed at the point of application, at the point of offer and when they're accepted, providing them with contact details and information about disabled students' allowance. Any responses and queries, particularly when the student's needs are complex, are followed up personally. Students are encouraged to visit Aberystwyth before they start their studies by coming to applicant visiting days, although individual meetings can also be organised. Much of the one-to-one accessibility support is funded through Disabled Students Allowance or DSA, and we encourage all eligible students to apply for this fund as early as possible. DSA is available for students that have a disability, a long-term health condition or mental health conditions or specific learning differences, which has a substantial and long-term adverse effect on their ability to carry out normal day-to-day activities, including education. DSAs cover additional study costs or expenses that students face as a direct result of their disability or specific learning difficulty. DSAs generally include an equipment allowance, which includes assistive technology, non-medical helpers allowance and recommendations on exam and assessment adjustments that may be required. Full-time, part-time undergraduate and postgraduate students all qualify for this help. DSAs are paid on top of the standard student finance package and they're not means tested. Applications can be made as soon as the appropriate student finance forms are available, usually around the end of February or beginning of March. The application should be made as early as possible to avoid any delays. There is an accredited DSA Study Needs Assessment Centre linked to the accessibility services. As well as the additional funded support, the accessibility advisors will act as a link with other departments to support any reasonable adjustments to study or accommodation. Plus, all lectures at Aberystwyth University are recorded through lecture capture software called Panopto. If you're an EU or international student, you should investigate funding from your home country to see if they have those support needs. However, there is a small fund that in some cases is available for non-DSA students here. That's it from me. Feel free to contact the Accessibility Service at any point of the application process by emailing disability@aber.ac.uk if you have any queries or questions about the services they provide. Thank you for listening.